Hello, my name is Roger Wilson, and I'm the Director of Government Affairs and Public Policy. Welcome to another month's episode of All Around Town. My guest today is Deborah Burgone, and she's the mayor of Burkittsville. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me, Roger.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about Burkittsville and also about yourself.
Okay. Well, Burkittsville first. Burkittsville is a beautiful little historic village in Middletown Valley, right between Middletown, Maryland and Brunswick, Maryland on Route 17. We're right at the base of South Mountain, base of the Appalachian Trail. Gapland Park is just above us. A little bit about myself. I've been a resident for 19 and a half years. I love it just for the same reason everybody else loves it, the setting, the people. It's just gorgeous. And it's easy access to recreation. The Appalachian Trail, C&O Canal, the Potomac River. We're within minutes of all of that. So.
Okay. All right. What about yourself? How long have you been mayor?
I'm in the last year of my third term.
Okay.
So.
Wow. And how did you get to be mayor?
I'm not sure. People were happy with the job I did as council person, and I was elected mayor.
So how many years have you been in government?
A long time. I think I was 6 years on the council, 6 or 7 years on the council, and then almost 9 as mayor. We need new blood.
Yeah, sure. I remember you telling me at another meeting that you had some background with IBM, so you had some private sector experience.
Yes. Oh, yes.
In.
Oh, yes. And then, and then I moved to Burkittsville, and then I became a stay-at-home, and I was, a Girl Scout leader for years, which I absolutely loved.
Yes.
I loved. I mean, I was a Girl Scout leader until the girls graduated from high school, so it was a lot of fun.
Good. Well, tell us a little bit about the projects that are going on in Burkittsville right now.
We just finished one up. We had to have a drain replacement, to storm drain that was failing, that had been there for probably between 60 and 70 years, and had been put in by the people in Burkittsville. It's like everything else. We own our roads, and everybody did their own work. And with this last rainstorm we had, it was phenomenal at work. There was no water going over the curbs. There was no water going over land. Other than damp basements, which people normally get in our area, there was no flooding. And when we had that 4.5-inch rain several weeks ago. So that was great.
Okay.
And now we're starting to look again at a streetscape project from beginning to end. Our road needs it. It hasn't been repaved or redone in years and years and years, and that's our next big project, our big infrastructure project.
Sure. And what about and
addressing our septic, well and septic issues, which are a problem statewide, everywhere. So we're looking into all of that right now.
Yeah, Burkittsville is a beautiful place, and I know that the residents there appreciate what you've been doing there as mayor. How many residents do you have?
About 151.
151,
yeah.
Wow, okay. Do you see a lot of development going on in Burkittsville?
Not outside the town. That's all in, people around have worked very hard. It's in rural legacy and some sort of preservation. That was, and it is a jewel. On weekends, on any given weekend, we have more people walking around Burkittsville than actually live there. Simple, they drive right over from Loudoun County. They'll stop their cars. They'll go to our little museum, South Mountain Heritage Society. And the biggest question we all get is, do you really live like this? Do you mind if we just walk around? And we're like, no, it's just so peaceful and so beautiful. And, it's quiet. And it's wonderful.
I had heard about Burkittsville, living here in Frederick, and I know there was a movie filmed there. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
No, it was actually not filmed there. It was the Blair Witch Project.
Yes.
We were not part of that, but what can we do? We're part of it now. The only thing that they shot was basically the graveyard, and maybe some scenery, some trees and things like that. The actual village scenes were filmed in Adamstown. The woods, the part of the woods was filmed in Seneca Creek State Park. And then it ended up in an old house in Patapsco State Park, which is actually where I was born, very near there. So it was funny that they had both ends. But,
So Burkittsville is not a scary place.
Not at all.
All are welcome, right?
Yes. Not at all. Not at all. And really, you go up on the Appalachian Trail, and if you walk down the mountain on either side, you're going to run into a person or a cow. Cow first, then person. You cannot get lost.
Right. Got it.
All
right.
Yeah.
So any economic development going on in Burkittsville?
Not right now. Not right now. I'm sure we would love to see them. There are people interested in opening antique shops and a possible bed and breakfast. but because of the regulations and the well and septic issues, that is maybe a little bit problematic. We're working on that.
Okay.
We're working on that. We're working with the agencies to say we need to grow from within.
Right.
You know. So
Now, I remember you telling me about a red barn project.
we have a little. We call it our green little red barn, because it's a little teeny red barn, and it was a history behind it. A carriage house. It's been moved, but we want to turn it into a little visitor center and public restroom, which we don't have in Burkittsville, and we have a lot of tourists, and we want to make it green with like a composting toilet or an incinerator. And we've finished the exterior. Now we have to start on the interior and start, green technology. Make it our green. That's why we're calling it our green little red barn.
Oh, wow. Okay. When are your town meetings?
The second Monday of every month at the Ruritan Club at 7:30 p.m.
7:30 p.m. So how does one get in contact with you?
Website,
Okay.
our email, phone, and in Burkittsville more often than not, they just, where is she? You knock on the door.
Okay.
So
How many council members or commissioners?
we have 3 council people, pardon me, and a town clerk. And then everything else is run by volunteers. We have a green team, Sustainable Burkittsville,
Sure.
and working and very active there. We have somebody who does our Facebook page and our website, Andrea Cox, and she works with Carl Snook and our website and our Facebook page. Lisa Orr is our head of our green team, Sustainable Burkittsville, that we're working towards the certification to become sustainable. Alita Lynn Shineski Strong is our capital projects coordinator. And these people are all volunteers.
All volunteers?
All volunteers. All volunteers.
Okay.
It's Burkittsville runs on volunteers.
Well, they do a superb job.
They work hard. They work hard.
And you are an example of what government should be, and coming from private sector and working so many years there, and then coming over to government.
Well, in Burkittsville,
Yeah.
everybody has to take their part.
That's right.
When a town that small, everybody has to take their turn.
And were you the first woman mayor?
Oh, no. As far as I know, the first woman mayor was Debbie Augenbaugh, and she was very, very accomplished, and I think she was president of the Maryland Municipal League chapter for a while. And then the second mayor was Joyce Brown, and she was mayor during the whole Blair Witch kerfuffle, which had to be, which I know was a nightmare, because our town was full of people, from sunrise to sunset. It was traffic
Doing the
jam.
filming?
No, not the filming. When the movie was released.
Okay.
We didn't know about it. We were blindsided like everybody else. We're like, what? And people stole our signs. It was silly. And then Heidi Campbell-Schoaf was the mayor, who was very involved in the Frederick Heritage Society. And then, and me.
Got it.
And me.
Okay.
And in between, there was Paul Gilligan as mayor and Dan Meyer as mayor.
Very good.
So, and I have 2 women on the council and 1 man, Shelby Beaver and Catherine Cox.
Great.
And Larry Beller are the council people. And Tammy Drake is our clerk.
So anything else you would like to add?
It's the best place to live.
Yes. Burkittsville is a beautiful area.
It is, and it is beautiful, but the neighbors are the best. And then you have a great place to live, so you just can't beat it. You can't.
Well, I appreciate you being on the show, and hopefully we can get you back soon. Looking forward to
There's
it.
so much happening in Burkittsville.
That's right. That's right. Looking forward to coming out to your
Thank
town
you.
meetings.
Thank
seeing
you.
Yep. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Well, that wraps up this month's edition of All Around Town. I look forward to seeing you all around town.